American women are the worst women in the world. The worst women are those from America. I won't date one if I was living in America. I'd rather be single than getting screwed over by them. Although this is a harsh reality, we must realize that American women are the rudest and worst women in the world. American women are constantly looking for attention, and if you don't provide it to them, they'll cheat on you with a man they find more entertaining. However, American women have excessively high standards, which most men are unable to meet. American women have idealized false ideas of the man and the lifestyle they want to lead. These goals are utterly unattainable and absurd in every way. Thus, American women will just date hundreds of guys over years, moving on from one to the next without ever discovering the right one. Hello and welcome. In today's video, we'll discuss some reasons why American women are the worst women in the world. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. Let's dive right into the video. When an Englishman visits America these days, which is nearly every Englishman, one of the most traumatic experiences coming face to face with American women for the first time in large numbers, and their natural environment. Typical reactions to this interaction include blind horror, a desire to study judo, and want to marry any girl who will spend her night sewing at home. One foreign visitor from England, still trembling from a previous experience in a New York drugstore where he had been knocked off his stool by one of his species, declared, "American ladies are often unpleasant. You don't know how good you're doing," one man said of American women. American women these days only care about what they can receive, which applies to everything, as long as the man they're doing matches the ideal they've created in their heads. They're 10% happy. They love being put on pedestals and being on displays because they think much higher of themselves than anyone else does. Even if you are generally every single thing they want in a man, you're still not good enough, and they make it a daily ritual. Additionally, an intimate equilibrium is not intended. The fact that people care more about themselves than about cause and effect is a major issue in American culture as a whole. Why you should not date American women. 1. Being thrifty with your money. You're a cheap guy, according to them. Seems like American women want their male partners to treat money like toilet paper and discard it carelessly. You're being cheap if you don't spend at least $50 on each date with her. The same is true with tipping, which is among the most absurd American customs in my opinion. You must pay the amount shown on the bill. You're being cheap if you don't leave at least 10% in tips. For instance, managing one's finances is illegal. 2. If you don't have a college degree, you're lazy and stupid. You are useless if you only have a high school diploma, and it becomes worse if you drop out of school because you became a criminal. Do you know how many billionaires lack a college education, by the way? However, school is always correct, right? 3. You're weird if you don't have at least 3 to 4 social media accounts. You need to be well equipped: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, etc. Otherwise, you're weird, you're boring, and you live in the past. This is especially true for young women born after 1990. Older people are less concerned with the social media phenomenon. However, a growing number of males are either avoiding women entirely or avoiding women from the United States. Sure, even though it's still a very small proportion, less than 1/4 of men, the ratio has steadily increased over time. In general, American women make horrible girlfriends, and even worse wives and mothers. For any man who is serious about finding a suitable wife to build a family with, a Hispanic woman from Latin America, an Asian woman from the Philippines, or a Slavic woman from Eastern Russia are still better options. I don't want to generalize all American women, but some of them these days trying to push a man away or are constantly complaining that they can't find a good man while treating him badly. I've seen that international ladies respect a man who works hard and don't try to undermine his manhood. It's not equivalent. Politics also plays a significant role. I fully agree with this. European ladies are almost always far easier to talk to than American women. According to the many of them I have met, they give you a very cozy feeling. I'm not sure if it's because they have a greater social skills or just better talking abilities. On the other side, I feel like I'm conducting a job interview or something when I'm speaking with an American woman around 50% of the time. Awkward, it makes sense why so many men in our country are reluctant to approach women. Young American females might be quite picky about their standards, their clothing, and their boyfriends because they are the recipients of such attention. Rating dating is a ritualized practice in the Middle West where girls date men who elevate them socially until, like the mercury on a thermometer, the mercury settles and they realize who they truly are. In actuality, this is a type of arranged marriage where the girl herself performs the planning. It should be viewed as outdated in Europe, where marriage is intended to be based on love. The most crucial time in a girl's life is when she's choosing, and marriage is invariably a downfall. You would probably assume this was a tiny extreme movement if you had seen MGT0W previously. But you'd only be partially correct. even within the vast network of organizations, lifestyles, and cults known as the manosphere, where women haters organize against a purported gynocratic plot. The views of MGT0W are unorthodox. Never, ever approach any woman. This isn't a remote corner of the internet, either. MGT0W.com alone has approximately 33,000 users. Its forums, for men only, provide discussions on more than 50,000 topics, with more than 790,000 comments, ranging from tips on how to get a divorce as inexpensively as possible to graphic accounts of wives who have killed their husbands in particularly creative ways. The website also includes a list of 25 video channels, each of which has more than 733,000 subscribers and 130 million total views. One of the most popular MGT0W vloggers on YouTube, Sandman, has amassed more than 90 million views for videos with titles like "Smart Guys Don't Get Married" and "Criticize Her and She Will Destroy Your Career." Men are portrayed as having historically produced much bigger marvels of science discovering human endeavors, while women are effectively seen as parasites riding on their backs. It is claimed that by letting go of women, men will be able to seek ever greater accomplishments. MGT0W movement flips the structural oppression of women by asserting that men are the true victims of gender bias. They claim that men has no choice but to defend themselves against the all-powerful conspiracy of ravaging, vengeful women who are spreading untrue rumors even if the remedy required complete seclusion. The enormous expectations of American women fall mostly on our male family members, who are supposed to show the greatest decency. A guy may engage in a variety of ceremonial politeness to demonstrate his interest in a girl, including opening car doors for her, carrying in a little item she may be carrying, giving her gifts regularly, and other similar actions. The visitor thinks the pattern is unmistakably European. But there's one distinction. The reason why this is done in Europe is that there are signals of great esteem that the female cannot anticipate. The contrary is true in America. Women can and often do demand them, and if a man is not appropriately courteous, she can be unpleasant. The Englishman is known for this particular blend of hospitality and ruggedness, which puts him on his feet. They want you to know you're friendly, but they also don't want you to think you can take them for a ride. As my English friend put it, hence, before you can be considered impolite, Americans must first be rude. Most of the time, they're just being polite. So, what do you think about American women being the worst women in the world, MGT0W? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon with the next video, and thank you so much for watching.